Hello again. In the second part of the video, I want to show you how the Android client works. So like in the first part, I showed you how you can associate locations with a file. And in this part, I'm going to demonstrate how the application on the Android phone works. So let's go ahead and watch this. So in this, I actually have an application installed. It's called Geo. Once you start it, it's going to ask you whether you want to start the service. Well, actually, by default, the service is not started, so you need to turn on the service. Once you turn it on, this is where the application is going to start sending location information from this device. So you'll see in a minute or two, depending on how long it takes to communicate to the server back and forth and get all the information up and running, you'll see a notification pop up. So you'll notice that this just popped up and it tells you there are files found, and there were files found at this location. So let's tap on this, and this is going to open up your browser. And this is again talks to the Heroku application, and you'll notice that there are a bunch of file icons posted on the map. These are the same files that were reassociated previously, and now we are actually able to see them on the phone. If you click on each one of them, you'll see that have more information, like what place this is and what date, time they were created. Let's try and download one file. Downloading just requires tapping on the pin itself, so let's tap on this one, and you'll notice that it's downloading. Once it's done, we'll see, and it actually is downloading through Send-Anywhere. So let's open this file. Turns out this is a PDF, so I'm just gonna open it in my viewer, and there you go. So it's basically that Dropbox file that we previously associated, and this file was downloaded. Let's also try and see if we can download the JPEG file that we had running. Okay, we're going to replace this file. I'm going to wait for it to download. And it's almost there. Let's open this file. And this basically just says that the file was opened and the file is there. Okay, and let's try and go back. So that's just the general idea as to what the application will do. You tap on notifications and it will basically let you download that. Notice that once you're done downloading the files, it's going to remove these icons, and this is by behavior, by design, because once the file has been downloaded, it no longer exists on the server, so you don't have that option. If you want to test it out again though, I actually added a small functionality in the application which lets you delete the local cache. Well, the local cache is the location cache that it tries to build internally, so that's how it keeps track of the locations this phone has visited. So if you delete the location cache, it's going to reset and make sure that those files are available to download again. That's pretty much what the app does. Real simple. Just starts sending, runs as a service and sends geolocation information, and if there's any information, if there are any files, it will notify you. I also have this option to choose, and this is something I had to do because there are times when Heroku has some issues with how the service or the application itself is running, and this is not anything to do with the application itself. This is by architecture. Heroku only gives you 16 hours of uptime, I believe, so they turn off your web apps periodically if they're idle. So if you are having any issues with Heroku, you can also use OpenShift, which is the Red Hat PaaS solution. This is where I have the application, another instance of the application running. So if you run into any issues, you can actually use OpenShift as well. That was pretty much the demo. I've actually posted more details in my story page on DevPost. I also have some ideas as to what can be done in the future for this. But yeah, that's all this is, and thanks for watching.